today on EA Sports. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Tigers taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Tigers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Draw play. Starts. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there.
Maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 6 yards away, and his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down to the 42. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Off-play action. McGee. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. O'Shane Ximines able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
McGee's pass.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Giants' 1st down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Giants 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
at their own 28-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Down. It's Fowler, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll try the left side. It's Fowler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, Fowler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 40.
A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Score, Tigers 8, Giants 7.
On 2nd down, it's Fowler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Now a give, right side. It's Fowler. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Running back.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Fowler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now a give, right side. It's Fowler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On 3rd down, McGee. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A run here for Starks. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Off the play fake, McGee. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Number 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Number 38.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now starts. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Off-play action. McGee. Throw left side complete. That's McCarthy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants.
That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. The 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's the end of
a big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
7.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a give, right side. It's Fowler, and that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. That's not good enough, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a give, right side. Fowler. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Taking over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down is Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. To Boyle here over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Nick Boyle. 44 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. They'll run on first down. It's Fowler, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try the left side. It's Fowler finding room at the 30, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll try the left side. It's Fowler. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, it's Fowler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, and a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On first down, starts. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 30. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, it's Fowler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go on 4th down. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
But some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. They'll run on 1st down. Fowler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Fowler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
For the running back. brought down.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
That's good.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
And that's a 50-yard
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Down at the 41. A gain of 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Fowler. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Here as they head for the exits, it's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. Back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guy.